A very good morning to all. Welcome to the webinar on Enhanced VMware and Hyper-V Data Protection with Vembu VM Backup version 3.6. My name is Manoj. I'm here about sales engineering with Vembu Technologies. I'll be hosting today's session. I see that attendees are quickly trying to join the session, so let's wait for a minute for everyone to get joined, and then we can go ahead and get started. Thank you. Hope all the attendees have joined, so we can go ahead and get started. So to start with, let's have a quick intro on the company profile. Vembu Technologies is founded in the year 2002. We are a private company, profitable since 2006. We have 4,000 plus channel partners and we reached more than 60,000 businesses so far. We are headquartered in Chennai, India. 70% of our customers are from North America, 20% from Europe, and the rest 10% from Asia Pacific region. Vembu BDR Suite is a one-stop solution for all your backup and disaster recovery needs, categorizing every requirement of small and medium-sized businesses. It has a group of products bundled together, and they are Vembu VM Backup for the backup and replication for VMware and Hyper-V, Vembu Image Backup for backup and bare metal recovery of physical Windows servers and desktops, Vembu Network Backup, a backup solution for granular file folder level backup and backup of applications like Microsoft Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, Active Directory, Outlook, MySQL, etc. And Vembu Online Backups, purely a cloud-based solution where you can directly backup to our cloud, Vembu Cloud, and using Vembu Online Backup you can perform granular file folder level backup as well as application backups like Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, etc. And Vembu SaaS Backup is a backup solution for SaaS applications like Office 365 and Google Apps. And we do have some more add-on products adding to the main products, and they are Vembu Offsite DR. It's an add-on service to Vembu BDR Backup Server where the Offsite DR facilitates you to keep an additional copy of the backed up data to an offsite data center. That could be a private cloud or a remote SAN or NAS, something like that. And Vembu Cloud DR helps you to set up a hybrid cloud environment where instead of replicating to an offsite data center, you can replicate it to our cloud so that the data will be, the redundant copy of the data will be stored in a secured environment in Vembu Cloud, and you can perform a disaster recovery at any point of time. And Vembu BDR 360 helps you to do a 24/7 manageability, monitoring and managing options with this centralized console. Let's say if you are running multiple BDR servers at different environments, with this one single pane of glass you can manage and monitor all your BDR servers from this centralized portal. So it provides more flexibility and manageability. And Vembu Universal Explorer is an agentless software that helps you to do a restore of individual items from the Microsoft Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, Active Directory, etc. Say like it's a granular recovery tool, say from the image backups like VMware, Hyper-V and physical image backups. You can even do a granular level restore with this tool. Say if it is an Exchange, you can even restore a single mail, or if it is SQL, you can even restore a single database with this particular recovery tool. Why we need Vembu VM Backup? Backing up virtual environments typically become more expensive and difficult to manage, and as we all know, it requires fundamentally a different approach. Vembu VM Backup is exclusively designed for virtual environments like VMware, vSphere and Microsoft Hyper-V by the experts in the industry. It actually fills the purpose here to the best breed in technology, providing a manageable solution in an affordable cost for both VMware, vSphere and Microsoft Hyper-V virtual machines, where it not only performs a regular backup of the virtual machines, it also ensures that during the backup it is backing up the application residing inside the virtual machines are backed up intact, and optionally it also provides an option to perform a cloud disaster recovery. So to get deeper into the backup and disaster recovery, we need an understanding of what is an RTO and RPO. Recovery time objective RTO is nothing but the time taken to recover a virtual machine after the disaster. Vembu offers the industry's best RTO, which is less than 15 minutes, and this can be achieved by the various levels of recovery available within BDR. They are instant virtual machine recovery, instant file level recovery or instant failback and failover, and instant application level recovery with an Explorer for the applications like Exchange, SharePoint, SQL, Active Directory, etc. recovery point objective RPO is nothing but up to which point we can recover a virtual machine after the disaster. Vembu offers near continuous data production without affecting the production data center. It has an automated backup and replication scheduling, and the backup frequency starts from every 15 minutes. So you can assure that the RPO of you can achieve an RPO of less than 15 minutes with this automated backup mechanism. And another interesting feature with BDR is like at any point of time the backup data should be recoverable. If not, the backups are worthless. We have come across several scenarios while performing a recovery, the administrator will come to realize that the backup data is corrupted and they will not be able to spin a machine with the backup images. So to avoid such scenarios, Vembu provides the ability to run an automated backup verification for all the backed up virtual machines, such that the post completion of a backup job or once in a day, all the backed up virtual machines will be booted up and the boot screen will be captured as a screenshot. Those screenshots will be mailed to the administrators. So as an admin, you can simply just take a look at the screenshot and you can ensure that whether the backed up virtual machines are bootable and good to go with at any point of time or not. And the most interesting part of the Vembu BDR is like how we can achieve these many multi-functionalities with the product is like how we store the data, how we manage, perform the storage management is the answer for it. So Vembu BDR backup server uses VembuHIVE File System. It's our own patented file system where it is a file system designed for large-scale backup and disaster recovery applications with support for advanced use cases. Simply, VembuHIVE can be defined as a file system of file systems. So it supports various storages like SAN or NAS or DAS or just like a directly attached storage. On any type of storages, this file system can be easily be implemented just like an additional layer, and you can automatically scale up and scale out the storage devices, and this file system has an inbuilt version control, error correction, compression, deduplication and encryption integrated in it. And there are several requirements to perform the physical to virtual, virtual to physical, or between hybrid virtual environments like VMware to Hyper-V or vice versa. And if you're looking for a cost-effective solution with less downtime, offering these migrations is Vembu BDR Suite is the answer, because Vembu has an inbuilt solution to all your migration plans. Vembu supports instant creation of VMDK, PHD and RAW files of the backed up virtual or physical machine, so that the user can simply go ahead and grab which type of the file he needs for the migration, and you can start performing instant P2V or V2V or V2V migration without spending any manual time and resources. So this is the architecture of Vembu BDR Suite, where Vembu BDR Server is where you actually connect the storage and all the data is being backed up. So when you are backing up VMware and Hyper-V, the Vembu VMBackup proxy communicates with these environments, backups the data to the Vembu BDR Server, and where the data is stored with the VembuHIVE File System. And from there you have two options where you can even replicate the data to an offsite data center using Vembu Offsite DR, or alternatively you can even replicate the data to our cloud, Vembu Cloud, using Vembu Cloud DR. Vembu Portal is where you manage all your licenses, billing information, and whatever the server the servers will be registered with their respective portal account, and whatever the license required for the Vembu BDR backup server will be automatically supplied from the Vembu portal. So to take a deep look into the Vembu VM backup and the Agentless VMware backup, this is like on the Vembu BDR backup server console itself, you can configure a VMware backup by adding a ESXi server. Once you add the ESXi server credentials to the BDR backup server, Vembu VM backup will act as a proxy. It will communicate with the VMware ESXi server, and it will just reads the information from the ESXi server, encrypts, compresses the data, and sends backs it up to the Vembu BDR backup server. So at any point of time, the data is encrypted, compressed, and deduped in the storage repository. Similarly, for Hyper-V, Vembu VM Backup supports Microsoft Windows 2008 R2, 2012 and 2012 R2. Backup of multiple virtual machines in a single backup job, or option to create multiple backup jobs with a group of virtual machines is available. Vembu has developed Vembu's own CBT drivers for high performance incremental backups of Hyper-V. This hot backup ensures zero VM downtime, and the VSS AVA technology ensures it is backing up the virtual machines with application consistency, and Vembu VMBackup-2 supports Hyper-V cluster shared volumes. So let's take a look at various deployment scenarios for VDR. So if it is a very simple deployment, say like if you are backing up just only one single VMware or Hyper-V environment, you can directly add the configure the VMware or Hyper-V backup from the Vembu VDR backup server console itself. So there is only one single console for configuring backup, managing backup, performing recovery. Everything can be done from one single VDR console. So you can just add the VMware or Hyper-V server credentials and configure backup from there. So it's a simple deployment. Let's say if you're running multiple VMware or Hyper-V environments and managing everything from one single console is confusing. If you want more manageability, you can even use Vembu VM backup agents, where for each Hyper-V VMware environment you can use a proxy called Vembu VM backup agent. So this proxy will have a GUI where you can configure the backup for the respective Hyper-V or VMware server. So this is a quite high-level overview of Vembu VMware and Hyper-V backup with Vembu VDR Suite version 3.6. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you in live how you can configure a VMware or Hyper-V backup using Vembu VDR Suite version 3.6. So this is the console of Vembu VDR Suite version 3.6. This is a centralized management console from where you can configure backup, configure live VM replication, perform a recovery, manage your backups, or monitor with reports. Everything can be done from one single console. Let me go ahead and tell you how you can configure a VMware backup. So the very first step is you need to add the navigate to backup VMware vSphere, and the very first step is you need to map or add the VMware vSphere credentials into the VDR server. So just click on add VMware vSphere server and click next. So this will ask for the particular VMware ESXi server host. Here you need to provide the ESXi servers or vCenter's host name or IP address and the user access credentials for the VMware server. So once it is added, it will be listed in the VMware backup configuration page, and I have already added one from my test bed. So let's say if I want to back up the virtual machines from this particular ESXi server, all I need to do is just click on this icon, backup now. Now what happens is the VM backup proxy from the VDR server will communicate with that particular ESXi server, and it will list all the virtual machines running inside the ESXi server. So as you can see, it just lists what all the hosts available and what all the virtual machines available. So depending upon your convenience, you can choose what are the virtual machines you want to back up. You can manually choose the virtual machines, or let's say if you want to back up the complete host, you do have a host level selection here. So if you are running huge number of virtual machines, if you are worried about configuring individual virtual machines for backup, you can do a host level backups with Vembu VDR Suite version 3.6. So I can just select what are the virtual machines to be backed up, and let's say if you want to exclude specific disk from the backed up virtual machines, you can even do a VM disk exclusion here. So there are requirements from several customers where they just want to exclude one specific disk where they actually want to back up that specific virtual machines. In those cases, you can use this VM disk exclusion feature and exclude one specific disk from performing the virtual machine backup. So once I select what are the virtual machines to be backed up, the very next step is to configure the scheduling, how frequently I want to run this backup. And this is where you ensure the RPO of this particular backup job. As said during the presentation, you can even run the backup job every 15 minutes, achieving an RPO of less than 15 minutes with this backup scheduling. So depending upon your convenience, you can run it every 15 minutes, hourly, weekly, daily, as per your requirement, and click next. So this is where the retention policies are configured for the backup job. So how many versions or how many recovery points you would like to have for this backup job can be done configured here. So you can choose the number of versions to be retained, and again all these backups are application aware. Let's say if the backup virtual machine is running applications like Exchange, SQL, SharePoint, not only backing up the virtual machine, you can also ensure that the applications running inside the virtual machines are backed up intact using this application aware option. So if you enable this option while attempting to back up the Vembu VM backup will look whether the application running inside the virtual machine is consistent or not. If it is not stable, say if one of the VSS list admin writers are corrupt, it will not proceed with the backup and it will wait for the application to be on track or to be consistent, and then only it will run a successful backup. So at any point of time we can ensure that you can even perform an application level recovery from the backed up virtual machine. And as you are aware that the exchange logs are typically huge in size. Let's say if you want to run if you want to purge the logs or truncate the logs after a successful backup, you can very well do that by enabling the truncate the transaction log solution here. So once it is enabled, after the successful backup, it will just truncate the logs of the specific virtual machine here. So once I configure retention, the very next step is like I just gonna review what all the VMs configured, what is the configuration made. All you need to do is like just enter the name for the backup job and just click on save the backup, and then you can run the backup at any time as per your convenience. So it's a very simple wizard based console where just by a few steps you can start backing up your VMware and Hyper-V environment with this Vembu VDR Suite version 3.6. So what I recommend is like there's a 30 days of trial available for the product. So you can directly download the product from our website, and you can start with your evaluation. Hope you will feel more comfortable with this product once you have a hands-on experience with VDR Suite. So the session is recorded. If anyone of you need a recorded copy of this session, you can always email us with the email addresses shown on screen. You can mail us at vembu-sales@vembu.com, or you can also email us at vembu-support@vembu.com. You can also directly call us on the both listed numbers on the website on the screen. You can, for more information about our products and services, visit www.vembu.com. Once again, thank you all for joining the session. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.